Hi there. How are you doing today? Hope your day is going well. Thank you for joining me. I'm Daryl Ballard, and in this video, I wanted to share a little bit about what is a landing page and why is a landing page so important? Why, if you're developing an online business, you need to use landing pages. Okay? So if you have not seen my videos before, I'm always putting up content about how you can develop an online business and escape the rat race. So if that's something that you would like to do, you can subscribe to my channel. I also have a free course about developing that successful online, six-figure online business. You can check that out in the first link below. Okay, so let's get started talking about what is a landing page, why it's important, and why you need one, what it can do for you in your business. Okay, so first, let's talk about some other things that a landing page can be called. Sometimes it's called a capture page or a lead capture page. We'll talk about why it could be called that here in a minute. It also can be called a squeeze page, and I'm sure there are many other names. But for our purposes, specifically talking about affiliate marketing, that's what a landing page is, and that's the other names that we would use for it. And what is a landing page used for? Well, in many situations, it's used for capturing your prospects' information, like their email address. That's the reason for calling it a squeeze page. You're trying to get some information from them. You're trying to get their email address. Could be trying to get other things, names, phone numbers, that sort of thing as well. But the email is the typical one. It's used very often in some types of businesses, including offline businesses, for scheduling appointments, for providing information to potential customers, product information, things like that. There's a lot of ways that you can use a landing page. But again, for our purposes, I talk mostly about affiliate marketing, meaning selling other people's products. And so what you're doing is developing your own web page that you can capture information about someone before you send them on to a sales page which you don't own. Okay, we'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. Okay, so that's basically the uses, although it's not limited to just that. I'm sure there's many more uses, and I'm sure many more are to come. It's a very popular thing these days. Again, not just in online businesses, but in standard brick and mortar businesses as well. So why is a landing page important? Well, there are several reasons that I'm going to give, and again, I'm specifically talking about affiliate marketing, but I think you can apply this to other things too. And in fact, most anybody that's in sales is really an affiliate if they work for someone, unless they're selling their own products. So even if you're, doing something in e-commerce or whatever, you're an affiliate for some company. If you're selling cars for one of the major car dealers, you're an affiliate for them because you're getting commissions for selling their information. So all of these things can apply. But anyway, back to why is it so important? The landing page helps us develop a relationship with our prospects, okay? The old model, especially in affiliate marketing, was sending them directly to the sales page, which you didn't own. You lost that customer's information, and it was a one-time thing. And if they didn't buy, which especially now in this era where we don't trust much that's online, you probably will never hear from them again. Okay? It makes it so that you can follow up with prospects. If you've got their email address, you can continue to send them emails. It helps you deliver things to them, deliver value, deliver information to them, and ask them for the sale. That may not be the only thing you're doing. Hopefully it's not, because you are trying to develop some trust, develop a relationship with them. But you do need to do that at some point. After all, you're in business online. If you don't make a sale, you don't make any commission, okay? The bottom line is it helps you establish trust with your prospects. Okay, so I want to look at an illustration that any of you that have seen any of my things before, you may have seen something similar to this, but just to illustrate what we're doing in a graphic format so that you're not just trying to figure out what a landing page is in words. Okay, so I've got this drawing here. You're sending traffic, which is our name for what we do to send prospects to our landing page or to whatever we're trying to get them to do. We call that traffic. You're sending that, I've labeled it CP here, which is one of the other terms, a capture page. You're sending them to a capture page, which has a little bit of text on it, which encourages them to give you their email address. You may be giving them something of value for that, a PDF or a video that teaches them something or whatever in exchange for their email address. And they go to your autoresponder. Now, in years past, it may have even been successful to send them directly without going through that capture page to your offer. But at this point, you're not going to make any sales, basically. Not enough to cover the cost of getting the traffic. Okay? You send them to your autoresponder, and then you have choices of what you can do. Now, I talked about establishing trust. If you want to establish trust with them, you don't continue to hammer them with your offer, trying to send them directly to the sales page where you're going to make your commission. You're trying to give them some information, something you're giving them for free that will help them, little bits of information that will help you get them to know you, hopefully get to like you because they're seeing you on video and seeing that you're a helpful person, that you want to help them. And the big one, getting them to trust you. Okay, so this is the big reason, and this is the secret to increasing our success rate in affiliate marketing. To give you some numbers, if you sent them directly to your offer, as I said, you'd get less than 1% response on that. Probably nothing. If you continued to, after getting their email address, hammer them with your offer over and over again with no attempt to establish any relationship with them, you might get a 1%, maybe a little more success rate. Still probably not enough to cover the cost of getting traffic to your website. On the other hand, if you follow this here, and if you see these illustrations here, I've recommended 4 emails here. Now, this would certainly go beyond this, but the first couple of emails might be to send them to your offer because that's what they responded to in the first place. But then you send them a value series of 3 or 4 videos. And then again, you send them a 5th email that asks them to go to the website of the product that you're trying to sell or the service that you're trying to sell. Okay, and this would obviously continue in sort of that ratio. Pitch them one time, then 3 things of value, then pitch again, then more value, and that can go on indefinitely. What kind of a success rate are you going to have? If you do a good job of that, I mean, obviously there's some skill in that as well, but you might have an 8 to 10% success rate, or maybe even higher, depending on how long this process went on and how good you were doing that job and establishing trust with the prospects that you have. Okay, so we go back up here to the capture page. You see how important that is. It's the basis for establishing trust. It may not in itself do that, but it's what gets the information so that you can then establish trust with your prospects and turn them into paying customers. Okay, so I hope that's been helpful. Definitely give me some likes if you have, and don't forget the course down below. That's a free course on how you can develop your own 6-figure business online. I'm Daryl Ballard, and we will talk to you in the next video.